afternoon, all. Thought I'd check in here on Wednesday, see how things are shaping up. Gotta say, I got some feelings going on right now, especially out there on the web. I see a lot of divisionism happening. Fights are starting up. And that's exactly what we need to watch for in ourselves right now, is how we're reacting. We need to respond to this event. It's on a global scale. It's not personal. People are opening wounds and traumas that have been buried inside of them. And in moments of fear, and through a reaction of fear, all this is unlocked, especially as the days go by. So we need to be very mindful of how we're approaching each other, how we're approaching ourselves in any situation throughout these, longer days. Being by yourself can be scary. Being with people for longer amounts of time than you're used to can be anxiety inducing. And the political reporting, from what I'm seeing here, is very forthright. They're giving us what they can as they can. So some of those places are places where these things start. When you're interacting, let alone in person, even online, you should always be respectful and open, and use your intuition and perspectives, because we all have our own. And it's that webbing of it all, much like the scientists working on the cures right now, or anytime for anything. It's a group effort. So more perspective, more acceptance, more compassion towards each other as we move through our newfound selves in these new current situations, so that we can hold space for each other and accept that somebody's reacting to a big change in their life and a lot of uncertainty moving forward. The bills, the food, the rent, the mortgage, the things, the employment, the marriage, the relationship. It's a whole long list of scary stuff right now. And we need to be there for each other. We need to hold space and give ears and voice, because if you don't get it out, it's going to be harder to express over the long term. And if you need help, by all means, use any avenue to get help, the help you need. If it's not working, move to the next thing. If that's not working, move to the next thing. Get out there and ground yourself in nature. That's what I'm doing right now. It's the best place you could possibly be. But if that's not working for you, find assistance. It's out there. And don't be ashamed of that, ever. So sometimes it takes a friend to tell you these things, or a parent, if you have a great relationship and an honest relationship with them. They might tell you these same things. And these are things that I know I put off for long periods of my life, and would come and go to it as needed. But it's the long term, the long game on that. You can always change whoever you're talking to. Fresh ears are fresh insight, fresh perspective, right? With one goal in mind: your health. So let's be mindful of our health, of our mental health, of our relationship health, of our situationship health. Ground yourself and step back, analyze what you can change right now. And that's the most important thing. And don't forget to rest, which is key. Soothe yourself, settle down, get cozy when you're acting, choose response. And let's be mindful of each other out there on the internet, out here in this space, because we're all going through stuff, and the more we're there for people than against, or the more apathetic, the harder it is for everybody. So just accept and let's tough it out. Cheers.